Have you ever stopped to think about the power you hold? Not in a superficial sense, but the real, undeniable power within you, the power to change your life, shape your future, and influence the world around you. Most people go through life underestimating themselves, thinking they're just one person among billions. But history proves otherwise. Every major breakthrough, every revolutionary idea, every act of courage started with a single person who chose to believe in their own potential. The truth is, you have more power than you think. The only question is, are you using it? Your thoughts shape your reality more than you realize. The way you see yourself, the way you interpret challenges, and the way you react to setbacks all determine your future. If you believe you're capable, you'll act like it. If you doubt yourself, you'll hesitate, hold back, and miss opportunities. It's not about luck or talent, it's about mindset. The world is filled with stories of people who had no special advantages, no wealth, no connections, just an unshakable belief in themselves. That belief fueled their actions, and those actions created their success. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking they need permission to step into their power. They wait for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or someone else's approval. But no one is going to hand you your success. No one is going to knock on your door and say, "Now's your time." Your time is whenever you decide it is. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who waited, they're the ones who started even when they weren't ready. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty will always be there, but they only have power over you if you let them. So, what's stopping you? If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've been doubting yourself, stop. You are capable of more than you imagine. The power to change your life, to chase your dreams, to become the person you've always wanted to be, it's already inside you. The only thing left is to use it. Because at the end of the day, the only real limits are the ones you accept. And the moment you refuse to accept them, everything changes. But knowing you have power isn't enough, you have to use it. And that's where most people struggle. They know they want more from life, but they don't take action. Why? Because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside their comfort zone. It's completely natural. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, and stepping into the unknown feels risky. But here's the truth, everything you want is on the other side of that fear. The people who succeed aren't fearless, they just don't let fear control them. They feel it, acknowledge it, and move forward anyway. Think about the last time you avoided something because you were afraid. Maybe it was speaking up, applying for a job, or starting something new. What did that fear give you? Nothing but regret. Fear keeps you stuck, but action sets you free. The more you avoid what scares you, the more power that fear gains. But the moment you face it, it weakens. It's like a muscle, the more you use your courage, the stronger it gets. That's why successful people constantly push themselves. They know that fear is just a sign that they're growing. Most people wait for motivation before they act. They think they need to feel ready before they start. But waiting for motivation is a trap. Motivation isn't something you find, it's something you create. Action comes first, motivation follows. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to start something, but once you do, it gets easier? That's because taking the first step builds momentum. If you sit around waiting to feel inspired, you'll stay in the same place. But if you take action, no matter how small, you'll ignite a chain reaction that leads to progress. So, what's one thing you've been putting off because of fear? Whatever it is, take the first step today. It doesn't have to be huge, just start. Send that email, make that call, write the first page. Whatever it is, do it now, because action is the antidote to fear. The more you act, the less fear will hold you back. And once you prove to yourself that you can do it, you'll wonder why you ever hesitated in the first place. Taking action is crucial, but it's consistency that turns effort into results. This is where most people struggle. They start strong, full of energy and excitement, but as time passes, motivation fades, obstacles appear, and they slow down. Eventually, they stop altogether. That's why so many dreams remain unfulfilled, not because people aren't capable, but because they quit too soon. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's persistence. Success is built on small, consistent actions repeated over time. It's not about intensity, it's about endurance. Think about the most successful people in any field. Athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, they all have one thing in common. They show up every day, no matter what. They train when they don't feel like it. They practice when no one is watching. They put in the work when there's no immediate reward. That's what separates them from the rest. Most people want quick results, but real success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of daily effort, small improvements, and an unshakable commitment to keep going even when progress feels slow. The key to staying consistent isn't willpower, it's habits. Willpower fades, but habits create automatic success. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll quit the moment things get tough. But if you build habits that support your goals, progress becomes inevitable. The trick is to start small. If you want to exercise regularly, don't aim for an intense 1-hour workout right away. Start with 5 minutes a day. If you want to read more, begin with just 1 page. These small actions may seem insignificant, but over time, they create massive change. So, ask yourself, what's one habit you can commit to today? It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. Because at the end of the day, success isn't about big leaps. It's about tiny steps taken over and over again. The people who win aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to stop. And when you look back a year from now, you won't remember the days you felt unmotivated. You'll only see the progress you made because you chose to keep going. But consistency alone won't get you there. You need the right mindset. Everything starts in the mind. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines what you achieve. If you believe you can succeed, you'll push forward. If you believe you can't, you'll hold yourself back. It's that simple. The most successful people aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented, they're the ones who refuse to limit themselves. Your mindset is either your biggest advantage or your greatest obstacle. And the best part, you have complete control over it. A growth mindset is the foundation of success. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set in stone. They think intelligence, talent, and potential are limited. But those with a growth mindset know that abilities can be developed. They see failures as lessons, not as signs to quit. They embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. This simple shift in thinking changes everything. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," they say, "I'm not good at this yet." Instead of fearing mistakes, they use them to improve. That mindset turns obstacles into opportunities. Your brain is always rewiring itself based on what you focus on. If you constantly feed it doubts, fears, and negativity, those patterns become stronger. But if you train it to focus on possibilities, progress, and solutions, your mind starts working for you instead of against you. This is why affirmations, visualization, and gratitude practices are powerful. They're not just feel-good exercises. They actually reshape your neural pathways. The more you reinforce positive beliefs, the more they become your reality. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about choosing how you respond to them. So, what are you focusing on? Are you feeding your mind with doubt or determination? Your thoughts are like seeds, whatever you plant grows. If you plant confidence, resilience, and optimism, you'll create a mindset that pushes you forward no matter what. Your potential isn't limited by your past, your failures, or your circumstances. It's only limited by what you believe is possible. So, the real question is, are your thoughts helping you or holding you back? Because the moment you take control of your mindset, everything else starts to change. Mindset is powerful, but without action, it's just potential. And here's the truth, your power isn't in some distant future. It's in what you do right now. Too many people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the ideal conditions. But perfection is an illusion. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Every day you wait, you're delaying the life you could be living. The truth is, action creates opportunity. The more you do, the more doors open. The world doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who move. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about effort, resilience, and persistence. The most successful people aren't the ones who never failed, they're the ones who refuse to quit. Every failure is feedback. Every setback is a lesson. The only way you truly fail is if you stop trying. Think about this. In a year, you'll either be closer to your goals or in the same place, depending on the choices you make today. What future are you creating with your actions? Are you building the life you want, or are you just dreaming about it? Dreams without action stay dreams. You have everything you need to start. You don't need more time, more money, or more confidence. You need to decide. Decide that your goals matter. Decide that your future is worth the effort. Decide that you won't let fear, doubt, or excuses hold you back anymore. Life isn't waiting for you. It's happening right now. The question is, are you going to let it pass you by, or are you going to take control? If you've been looking for a sign, this is it. This is your moment. Your power isn't in tomorrow, it's in today. So if this message spoke to you, don't just think about it, act on it. Start small, but start now. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're committing to today. Hit that like button if this inspired you. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe. Because your journey doesn't end here, this is just the beginning. The only question left is, what are you going to do with your power?